Hey, this is Dusty with Algo Missions. You guys are going to be going on a missionary journey with us to Haiti in just a few short weeks, and I just wanted to run a few things by you. First of all, we're thrilled you're going. It's going to be an awesome week. As I tell many people, we've been trying to mess one of these up for a long time, and it just ain't possible. We're going to have a great time. But there's a few things that I think will make your journey better, a few things I want you to understand before we go. First of all, this trip's not about you, it's about Him. Our life should be not about us, but about Him. Certainly our Christianity should be about Him and not about us. But it's also not about construction. You can go build a cathedral in Haiti and not build relationships and still fail. Because relationships have the potential of being eternal. And that's a priority of any and all journeys that Algo Missions does. It's also more about what you are than what you do. We want everybody that participates in a journey with us to realize that there's a lot more to it than just going and doing something. It's about who we are. We ought to bleed missions. Part of our DNA ought to be missions. And we're praying that this week will help make that happen in your life. Do understand that the denominational lines overseas are real soft. There's not a whole lot of conflict between the churches. We all know who the enemy is once we get out of the United States especially. And it's not the Methodist or the Presbyterian church down the road. It's the enemy himself, the enemy that the Bible speaks about. Be ready for the most beautiful, resilient people you've ever been around. The Haitians are amazing people. But you're going to see a country that is a perfect example of what happens when there's no leadership for that country that has any integrity or any character. You're also going to see what happens to a country that's been evangelized tremendously over decades, perhaps centuries, but never has been discipled. And you're going to see what happens when we have a lot of evangelism and not a lot of discipleship. But you're going to meet my buddy Fennell. Fennell Bruna is a man of character, a man of integrity, a man of great vision and great heart. One of the dearest friends I have. And you're going to get to see him. You're going to see in him and in House of Abraham and in his ministry, you're going to see the hope for the future of Haiti. And that's one of the reasons I want you to be there, and I want you to interact with the kids in House of Abraham, and certainly with Fennell and his wife Mimi. It's going to be a blessing, this journey, and you're going to be a blessing. Much more than you're going to be a blessing, though, you're going to be blessed. This is going to change your life in a lot of different ways. So realize that as much as you're going to give, you're going to get a whole lot more back. You're going to see what Change This World Food does. You've packed it, shipped it to Haiti. Now you're going to get to see it up close. What it can do, what it can accomplish, the tool that it is for evangelism, for reaching out to people that we're not going to reach any other ways. You're going to see the nutritional value in these meals, and what it can do in a malnourished child that comes into an orphanage or a children's home. You're going to see how it can be a lifesaver. You're going to meet a young man, we hope, named Mackinson, that this food helped save his life. Literally, we got to watch that happen. But most of all, what you're going to see, though, is you're going to see how the greatest commodity we take to any country we serve, and certainly on this trip to Haiti, is much more than food or construction or coming alongside them, but our connection with them, us being there, brings hope. And hope's the greatest commodity that any of us can give to anyone, anywhere, regardless of where we go in this world. You're going to see your church family. You didn't know you had family in Haiti, but you do. And you're going to meet your brothers and sisters in Christ. It's going to be an awesome week. And most of all, what's going to happen is God's going to show up. That's the only thing that happens on each and every trip we do. The only commonality is that God always shows up. And when He does, stuff happens. You're going to be there to see it. I'm going to be there to see you see it. We're going to have a great time. You keep praying. I'll see you in Haiti.